Think about the last decision you made. What to eat, who to trust, even how fast to drive. We believe these choices are ours, but in the hidden world of biology, free will is often a luxury. In nature, fear is the ultimate survival tool. But what if something could simply turn it off? Meet Toxoplasma gondii, a tiny single-celled parasite with a terrifying superpower. It can hijack the brains of mammals and turn them into suicidal puppets. And here is the medical mystery. Nearly 1/3 of the entire human population is already infected, including, perhaps, you. New science suggests this parasite might be pulling the strings of your personality, making you more reckless, more anxious, or even changing your reaction time. While the effects in humans are subtle, they are enough to intrigue researchers. Today, we are opening the medical files on the most successful biological hijacking in history. Let's look inside your brain. To understand why this parasite is in your brain, we first have to understand its obsession. Toxoplasma is a hopeless romantic, but it only has eyes for one thing: the stomach of a cat. Why cats? Because feline intestines are the only place on Earth rich in linoleic acid, a specific fatty acid the parasite needs to reproduce. For Toxo, a cat is the ultimate honeymoon suite. But getting there is a challenge. The parasite enters the soil through cat feces, waiting for a ride in intermediate hosts: cows, pigs, and most importantly, rodents. Once inside a mouse, the parasite crosses the blood-brain barrier. This is the most secure biological fortress in the body, and it heads straight for the amygdala, the brain's fear center. It rewires the neurons. The mouse doesn't just lose its fear, it becomes attracted to the smell of its predator. It walks straight into the cat's jaws. Cycle complete, mission accomplished. But humans, we are accidental players in this game. How can a single cell control a human brain? It's not magic, it's molecular engineering. Researchers discovered that Toxoplasma actually possesses genes to produce L-Dopa, the precursor to dopamine. By flooding your brain with dopamine, the parasite manipulates your reward system. In the early 2000s, studies began to show that infected people weren't just hosts, they were different: slower reaction times, higher risk-taking. But the darkest discovery was the link to schizophrenia. Studies show that Toxo can trigger the same chemical imbalances seen in severe psychotic disorders. It may increase risk in susceptible individuals. It's a state of chronic neuroinflammation, an invisible war in your head that changes who you are, one dopamine spike at a time. If it makes a mouse run toward a cat, what does it do to a human behind the wheel? Professor Jaroslav Fleger discovered that infected individuals are over 2 times more likely to be involved in traffic accidents. But it gets weirder. A study of 1,500 students found that those infected were 1.4 times more likely to major in business. In the professional world, they were nearly twice as likely to start their own company. Entrepreneurship is risky. If a parasite dampens your fear of failure, you're more willing to take the leap. Patterns like these are intriguing. Toxo might be the hidden founder of some of the world's biggest startups. We've all heard the crazy cat lady stereotype. Is there a medical truth? While owning a cat doesn't make you mentally ill, those infected might find the smell of cats less repelling due to that same olfactory hijack we see in mice. However, there is a critical danger: pregnancy. If a woman is infected for the first time while pregnant, the parasite can cross the placenta and attack the baby's developing brain and eyes. This is why the advice is urgent. If you're pregnant, stay away from the litter box. But remember, Your cat is likely not the main source. Most people get toxo from undercooked meat or unwashed vegetables. The kitchen is often more dangerous than the living room. This brings us to a terrifying question. If a microscopic bug can change your reaction time, your appetite for risk, and your mental health, who are you, really? We like to think of humans as masters of the planet, but we are actually giant, walking ecosystems. Most people infected with Toxoplasma live normal lives, so subtle changes do not mean total control. To take back control, stay informed. Cook your meat thoroughly, wash your hands. You don't have to get rid of your cat. You just have to be smarter than the parasite. So I want to ask you, do you have a cat? Have you noticed you're more of a risk taker than others? Let's discuss in the comments. Are you the master of your thoughts? Or is something else pulling the strings? I'm Elena, and these were the Medical Files. Don't forget to subscribe for more mysteries of the human body. Stay curious and stay safe.